This is MMA with Mick and Ray, and we're here in the dojo today to discuss the scoring and rules for the BJJ event that will be coming up in the ASKL competition this term. Sometimes it's easy to forget, even in the start of a match where there's a takedown, the person who's taken their opponent down has to control their opponent in a dominant position for 3 seconds before the referee will actually score or award those 2 points. So that happens, for the takedown, and also when we're talking about mount as well. So the mount position has to be done correctly with the 2 knees down, and the person has to control for 3 seconds, which some people overlook, and the kids sometimes overlook and get excited and jump out of the position before the referee has actually scored the points. So try and remember when they're doing their events that they really need to control positions for 3 seconds, and it's 3 seconds for no matter what technique they're doing. Alright, so we're going to now go through all the different rules. Just want to make it sort of clear to all the competitors that up to and including age 8 years of age will start in the kneeling position. So we're doing that at this tournament just to reduce the risk of any of the children falling heavily, obviously hitting their head or putting their hand down. So it's just basically an added thing for safety. The children who are age 9 and over will start standing as per traditional BJJ comp rules. Alright, so just to start that, your partners will start kneeling, you'll tag hands, and the match will begin, the timer will start counting. Just please make note, like if I'm approaching my opponent and pull them to the floor, this doesn't count as a takedown. So there'll basically be no takedown score for the 8 years and under divisions. Okay, it won't be until I take up a different position that's actually a scoring technique that the points will start. And in saying that, throughout the match, if anybody almost gets a position, let's just say someone gets up into the top mount and they can hold that position, but they're only in that position for 2 seconds before their partner bridges and makes them fall off basically. So in Jiu-Jitsu there's a system called advantages. So in that case the referee may allocate an advantage for an almost scoring top mount. Okay, they didn't quite hold it for the 3 second minimum time, they were there for 2, but they may be awarded an advantage. So at the end of the match, in any kind of 0-0 or a 2-all score, the person with the advantage obviously has the advantage and will win the match. Okay, in submission jiu-jitsu, submission meaning an opponent can submit, which stops the match. Obviously that's signified by someone tapping out. So if I'm in a position and the children are in a position at any time that they're uncomfortable or they're getting upset, it could be, it doesn't have to be strictly because someone's applying any kind of technique, but at any time throughout the match they're not feeling like they want to continue, they basically signify by tapping out. And they can tap out with their hand, they can tap out on their opponent, they can actually tap out using their foot, and they can signify it by vocally saying tap tap or stop. Basically when they've done that, that will end the match. Their opponent will be awarded the win, but it's a very smart rule to have in place to save people being injured, especially our younger children that are training. We want them to be able to stop at any time they're feeling uncomfortable.